Hello teens, Sean Kennelty here. Hopefully you have already watched Kim Bard's video on sharing, offering, and asking people to join your team. Today I'm going to follow up with the top 10 interview questions that you might like to use when you're talking to those people. I actually have them right in front of me so that I can use them, and I want to guide you through these just like I would if I was interviewing you to join my team. And I want you to know also that it's okay to have these questions right in front of you when you are conducting your interview. It's actually really professional, and I had the very first time I used them after we got this information from Beth Joan Shaw at our ALR training, the leadership training. They told me that they loved it because it was so professional. So here we go. Number one, what is it that has drawn you to this business? This is a super important question, and make sure that you give a little information about yourself, but make sure that you're asking them and really listening for their answers. Number two, if you were to get started, what would be your expectations of your business? Again, this is their business. Listen for their answers. You might have your answers in your head, and it's okay. They may or may not jive with that person's, and it's okay. This is their business. Number three, if you were to get started, what would you like your career to do for you and your family? Did you hear the key word there? Career. This can be a career. I had a career to start with when I first got out of college. I was an elementary education teacher. Then, after having been home with babies for quite a few years, I decided that I just wasn't ready to go back to the classroom, so I needed another career. This has worked for me. Usborne has been exactly what I needed it to be. Does my career look like your career? Does yours look like anyone else's? It might not, but it's okay. Number four, the expectations and job description of a consultant are to sell, book, share, and participate. Which excites you the most and which challenges you the most? And while you're thinking of these questions for those new people who may consider joining your team, I challenge you to think of these for yourself as well. Are you selling books? Are you getting out in front of people and booking shows and booking new events? Are you sharing not only our wonderful product, but our amazing business opportunity? And then participation. How is your participation level? Do you jump in on Facebook meetings and trainings? Do you offer to share what you know there as well? Ask yourself that, and if it could use some shoring up, make sure you do it. Number five, if you were to get started, who are the first 10 people you would tell about your new business? What questions might your spouse have? Now, when you help them brainstorm those first 10 people, you're helping them realize that, wow, I do have 10 people that I can share this with right away. And when you ask if their spouse would be on board, keep it wide open. Spouses want us to succeed, but they have questions, and that's okay too. Number six, if you were to get started, how much time do you see yourself being able to dedicate each week? What adjustments might you need to make? Some people work from home, some people have children, some people don't. Some people have careers outside of the home. All of these can be done with Usborne Books and More. Some adjustments that might need to be made in order to make that happen. If you have, for example, little children at home, maybe you need to implement a power hour where you spend 15 minutes at a time getting your business done. If you work outside the home, you might have to find time around your business hours to implement this new business, but it can all be done. We have lots of team leaders across the company who are wear lots of different hats. Number seven, what day of the week would be best for you to hold your shows and parties? This one is imperative because you need to set your calendar. Lots of people hold shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In their world, that's perfect. In my world, I coach volleyball in the fall, so Tuesday, Thursday is out for me because those are match nights. So I have to work my business around that. Number eight, who do you think will be your first 6 hostesses? What dates will you reserve for them? Now thinking about this, you already have 6 people who your new person is going to ask, and you already have their calendar with some dates in mind. Maybe she already knows that Wednesday nights do not work for her, but Thursday nights and Saturday mornings would be perfect. Number 9, what dates in the next 2 weeks are best for your launch shows and parties? In the next 2 weeks, keeping it nice and tight. You know what you're doing within the next 2 weeks. You might not know what you're doing in a month or two, but you can put on your calendar what's happening within the next 2 weeks probably. And along with that 2 weeks, think about the 2-2-2. You are going to have them book 2 launch parties, 1 an evening event and 1 a morning event. You're going to have them book 2 Facebook shows with our mega Facebook shows that we offer on our team. Those are going to be done twice a month already, so you can just pop them right into what's already in place. And they're also going to ask 2 friends to join them. Why are they going to ask 2 friends? Because this business is more fun. When you have somebody doing it with you at the level that you're at, invite your friends along. And finally, number 10, what day in the next 2 weeks is best for us to set up your initial training? I tell my people my trainings happen on Mondays and Tuesdays. Does that work for you? And then I pencil them in where they can fit. What training do you offer and what days can you offer it on? Make sure it fits your schedule. That's okay. And finally, close the deal. If you want to ask one final question, it can be this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being I'm not ready at all, and 10 being I'd love to purchase the business kit right now, where do you lie? When you ask that question, you are going to see exactly where they are and where you'll need to follow up again. Don't be afraid to close it right there. Some people are going to be ready to join your team today, so jump on it and grab them. Happy recruiting, everyone.